alert forecast, I'd say everyone should take an umbrella with you, but we're not all going to get the same amount of rain. So while we have spotty rain and storms early morning, we'll keep it isolated until the afternoon. Notice then around 1 o'clock, a few start flaring up plateau to Tennessee, Kentucky line. So 2 to 3 still heating up valley and east, but a couple of storms are flaring up here along the plateau coming down into the valley. 3 to 4 o'clock is when it wants to start up around Knoxville and Anderson County and Roane County, for example. So this is going to keep moving east. Notice it is pretty broken up though. So we get these gaps where you may hear a rumble of thunder, you may see some lightning in the distance, but then some are actually getting that moderate to heavier rainfall. It's going to keep going up in coverage to about 80% of our area catching this rain and thunderstorm activity. 6 o'clock, you can see it developing here, plateau edge coming down into the valley again, closer to 7. So we're still ending the day with a little better coverage there. 8 p.m. starting to wind back down. 9 o'clock, still scattered rain and storms becoming spotty again. At 10 to 11, pretty much after midnight, we'll be switching gears over from a couple of showers to clouds and fog for tomorrow morning. So in terms of a rainfall, showing you that very broken line that's coming in batches, I do think some are going to get a lot more rain than others. But that does mean parts of the same county can go from 0 to a few hundredths to this blue streak. That's at ½ an inch to an inch, with some isolated higher amounts. So seeing some of those heavier bands along the edge of the plateau into the south to central valley, some of that heavier rainfall, Tennessee, Kentucky line, a little bit more hit or miss on that moderate to heavy rain in far northeast Tennessee. So we all benefit from the temperature drop ahead, humidity drop ahead. Unfortunately, we just don't all get that much needed rainfall. It'll be 73 at 7, 83 at noon, 87 at 3. I do think actually we'll cut off the heating in Knoxville around 3, and then those on and off storms progress. So here's how it looks on that first alert forecast where you live, throwing in that mix of sun and clouds to the scattered storms in the afternoon, to the spread out of those storms. So I do think that'll cut you off at 87 in Knoxville, but 84 Kingston. Moving west to east here does let you heat up closer to 87 Maryville and 86 Madisonville, but 79 your high today, Crossville. 78 Jamestown to 79 Oneida, just ahead of those storms. 84 in Maynardville and Sneedville to 88 then Newport and Pigeon Forge. Again, that progression west to east. We'll all feel improvements though as we go ahead. Clouds and fog in the morning. Views improve for a partly cloudy to mostly sunny transition. Stray rain is still possible tomorrow afternoon to evening because the humidity levels are still dropping. So then we can feel some improvements after that. Tomorrow actually near normal temperatures. You can see off by only a couple of degrees, 70 in the morning, 81 at noon, high tomorrow 89, but it is still a little muggy. That'll actually drop further tomorrow night into Thursday morning. I want to show you this transition here. So you see here where the humidity takes a hit Wednesday and then drops more for Thursday. So this will help to make Thursday morning feel a little bit milder. It's still going to be a hot afternoon on Thursday, but it'll feel better in the shade than it has been. And then we'll work on kind of cranking that humidity back up as we move forward into your 4th of July weekend. So I wanted to point that out, that allows for that Thursday morning low to be a little lower, comfort in the shade to be found, but really we're actually starting our next heat wave right there. So it is perfectly normal to be around 90 degrees. We'll push that closer to low to mid 90s this weekend. Rain chances look limited until that humidity really cranks back up. I still think it'll be more of a stray mountaintop shower or storm going into your weekend hours into early next week. We're looking at a little bit better rain chances just beyond this first alert 8-day planner.